So in this video, we're going to talk about telomeres, which you can read the book called The Telomere Effect. You're going to learn about tetrahymena, which is pond scum. And fun things is that you can go to these crazy third existing worlds out there. I'm not going to say third world country because I don't know if that's accurate or inaccurate whenever they're injecting people with telomerase. So you can go get injections of telomerase out there and improve the length of your telomeres, but if you have cancer cells, you might have accidentally made your cancer cells immortal. So telomeres, here's how you define a telomere. So we've got our DNA helicase. Everybody knows what this puppy looks like right here. Wait a minute, that almost looks like the Homeostasis Diet logo. What's that? Anyways, moving on over here. We got our DNA, and then the last 20% of our DNA, which is right here, these will be our telomeres. So you're about 20% a telomere, 80% DNA. So now different things, this is going to be the shortest video because the explanation here is, it's only going to go so far. There's a bunch of lifestyle factors that you can use to change the effects of your telomeres. And really, honestly, all I want you to do in this video is read the book called The Telomere Effect. It's going to give you a full explanation on this, so I'm not going to sit here and bore you to death. I just want you to understand that you are able to influence your DNA. This is where we get into like the belief of biology by Bruce Lipton, honeymoon effect, Joe Dispenza type conversations. The biggest takeaway here is this. So if you're experiencing stress, this impacts your telomeres. If you're eating unhealthy foods, this impacts your telomeres. If you are angry, this impacts your telomeres. In any way, shape, or form, if you're falling out of homeostasis, which means possibly not following the homeostatic line, you're affecting your telomeres in a negative way. They did a study. They took people up to the some sort of mountain. I think it was the Himalayas. Not 100% sure. But they did a bunch of mindfulness practices. They meditated. They made sure that they were in a very controlled environment. And they were actually able to increase the length of their telomeres. So when you're born, you have a specific amount of telomeres. So this is where, if you decide to have offspring, it is very important for not only you, but your partner to optimize their health prior to having a child. And then stress, all of the other experiences that are happening are affecting the epigenetic expressions. So, easiest way to understand your telomeres is that once you start to run out of your telomeres, you're starting to get into your DNA, and then you're breaking up your DNA, and that's when your cells hit something called a Hayflick limit, and then, that cell's dead. So now when we start to die, it's because our DNA breaks itself down. But we can increase our telomere length to increase the protective effects of our DNA so we can actually survive longer than we would be expected to survive if we weren't causing a bunch of stress, eating unhealthy, not exercising, not meditating, not being mindful, and doing all of the things that we now know that are unhealthy for us. So, full effects from the telomeres. Read the book called The Telomere Effect. You can honestly just Google telomeres and read any book on the topic. But I think it's Elizabeth Epple and Elizabeth Blackburn. They got a Nobel Prize for finding pond scum. I think it was that 100%. Don't quote me on that. Read the book. Learn and earn the life that you want to live. But I just kind of wanted you to introduce you to this foreign concept. Like, I had no ideas what telomeres were. I had no ideas what telomeres were. I really had no idea. And then I was like, wait a minute. So my parents were living a depressed life. I grew up into a depressed life. I wonder if I had some sort of unknown influence floating around in my body that I was supposed to go find depression. That'd be up for you to find the answers to. I just wanted to let you know that you got this beautiful 20% right here that you can influence and improve the quality of your life. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're watching this on the website, there's going to be some links over here on telomeres, a link to the book. If you're watching this on YouTube, down below, there's going to be some links for telomeres, and let me give you a quick research paper on this one. So if you haven't noticed the trend by now, a lot of my videos are about improving your brain function, which is extremely valuable, and from where I come from, yeah, I was as dumb as rocks. So telomerase in the brain, the new kid on the block, and its role in neurodegenerative diseases. And that's an article published in 2021, and it just turned 2023. So that's about less than 2 years old. So stay on the pinnacle of health by following the newest research out there. But telomerase over here, shortened telomeres, when we have shortened telomeres, that seems bad. Because this article is going to talk to you about neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. And nobody wants Alzheimer's. So check and see if you have your ApoE4 gene. And then you will be more likely to find it. Oh, and then it's Nobel laureate Elizabeth Blackburn and Alyssa Epple. Dang it, I always get their information backwards. Those are the ones that wrote the Telomere Effect book. But Nobel laureate Elizabeth Blackburn. And the importance of human health during the development, aging, and cancer soon became obvious. It's like, oh, your cells aren't working correctly. Now you're dying. So don't die, learn some research, and live a healthy life. And I will see you in the next video.